running for governor in 2018. So tell us a little bit about what you plan on doing with our roads, because I saw that in your agenda, and I want to hear this.
Roads are a part of my infrastructure plank. So, one of the things that we have ignored is the opportunity to make our roads last longer. Today, when you look the way we build roads, we build them with a life cycle that is under 10 years because it's cheap. And, I would submit to you that the reason we're building our roads like that is because we have a bunch of folks who are lobbying Lansing for the work. They don't want to build roads that last for 20 years because that means they don't get an opportunity to go back and do them as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
As governor, one of the things that I'm going to do is push for maybe spending a little bit more on road infrastructure up front so that they last longer, so that we don't have people every single winter and spring experiencing bent and broken wheels that have to be replaced at their own cost. That's ridiculous.
And I think that we live in Michigan, so we all deal with this. So
Mhm.
we have two seasons, which is construction and winter,
Right.
and that's about it. And I love winter because it fills the potholes, and I don't have to worry about popping a tire. And I go to Belleville every evening, and just the 6 miles to get there, I've popped 4 tires in the
Torture,
last
yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and they're just now fixing it, and it's taking forever. So I hope that what you plan on doing is going to stop the construction because it's everywhere.
Well, all you got to do is look at the states surrounding us. They don't have the same problem because they spend more money up front on making sure that the materials used to lay down the roads are the right materials so they don't have to go through a 5 to 10 year cycle in fixing them. That doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of taxpayer money and it has a tremendous aggravation factor. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're trying to get to work and there's construction in every single way on the way to work,
Mhm.
it's frustrating when you have to take an extra hour just so you can get around that orange cones.
Well, there's also a few other issues. One, you were mentioning the wintertime with the water obviously freezing into the pothole. Well, that also creates a breakage in the road too. So when it thaws out, it ends up
Right.
becoming worse.
Mm-hmm.
The other is when they put the tar down to kind of
Seal
cover that,
sections. Seal
they
sections.
they don't give it the bonding time. So what ends up happening is once they're out of there, cars are running over and those pieces
Throwing it
are
right
just
out of there?
yeah, and it's literally within 10 minutes it's back to the way it was.
Well, that's because today we aren't really designing a process to alleviate the problem.
Right.
What we're doing is making work for a lot of folks that are in that business
Correct.
and not delivering the right solution. So if we deliver the right solution up front, we will have a much more effective road construction and repair program.
Yep.
I wish we had the roads like the Ohio Turnpike because those roads are smooth, they're beautiful. We took a vacation not too long ago and there was no construction.
Well,
and we just got there.
now what's interesting about that is that if you look at what Ohio charges commercial trucks to use their roads versus what we charge commercial trucks to use our roads, there's a huge difference. And, we are placing more of the burden for maintaining our roads on the individual taxpayer. And the commercial traffic gets a huge break
And
compared to
they're
other
the ones
states
that
are tearing them up.
roads.
That are
Yeah,
tearing up the
yeah,
roads.
when they're overloaded and yeah.
Just the weight of just the truck by itself
Right.
can hurt the roads more than a
Absolutely.
car would.
Yeah, I noticed that like DeQuinder at one point had all these waves in it from vehicles, the big semi trucks that were overweight. 'Cause most police don't even stop them
Well,
and try to weigh
in
them.
the corridor between 8 Mile and 14 Mile, you've got the Chrysler plants in that
Yes.
corridor.
Yep.
And the trucks that come in out of there hauling steel,
Yep.
have a tremendous impact on the longevity of those roads.
Absolutely.
Tremendous.
Absolutely.
But they're not paying their fair share to maintain them. The citizens are bearing that cost.
Right. Yep.
Right, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with police officers right now and we don't normally talk about those things, but we are going to come back.